Imagine turning your dreams into reality with the power of your thoughts. This guide reveals the secrets of the law of attraction, showing you step by step how to manifest wealth, success, and prosperity with ease. Learn to align your desires with the universe's abundance, transforming your financial outlook and achieving your goals effortlessly. Start your journey towards a life filled with riches beyond measure, where attracting money and success becomes as natural as breathing. A lot of people want to make more money, improve their health, get out of debt, and even become financially free. A lot of people wonder why other people are so lucky to have a lot of money while they don't. Okay, so life is full of secrets. But the law of attraction is one idea that has been around for a very long time. The book and movie, The Secret, are based on the law of attraction, which most people have heard of. Many success teachers teach us how to use this law to bring success and happiness into our lives. We can't live our daily lives without the law of attraction working on our health, wealth, and happiness. To be healthy, wealthy, and happy, we need a good mix of spiritual and material ideals. What do these rules mean? We try to figure out these mysterious rules of life in this ebook. What you think is what you get and manifest in your life, according to the law of attraction. For example, if you think positively about something, positively things will happen because of that thought, and similarly for negative thoughts. Have you ever noticed that when you're mad, everything you do goes wrong? The law of attraction is shown in this easy way. If you think that everything you do is linked to your negative thoughts, then everything that happens will mirror your negative thoughts. For the law of attraction to work for you, you need to think positively and let out positive energy when you think. In any part of your life, whether it's for health, money, or happiness, you can use the law of attraction. To get the most out of the law of attraction, you don't need any special tools. Everything you need is in your mind. It's also not necessary to have a teacher teach you how to use it. Once you understand the basics of the law of attraction, you are ready to use it. Part 1. What the law of attraction really is and what it is not. To start, let's talk about what the law of attraction really means. All law of attraction, money, wealth, success, ease that we are, is the result of what we have thought. The mind is everything. What we think, we become. The wise man. Somewhat surprising is how little people know about the law of attraction and how to use it, given how much people talk about it. You can't just cast a spell and things will start to happen because of the law of attraction. You can't just say something 1,000 times a day and expect things to go your way. Now, the world would be a much better place if the law of attraction were that easy to understand. There are different ways to explain the law of attraction. Most of the time, it means that if you really think something should happen, it will. Even though the line is very easy, you will quickly see that it doesn't explain all of your problems. The most important questions are about what you want. Is it true that only things we really want and think about will happen? Do bad things that we don't want to happen also happen when we think about them a lot? Then there's the matter of having thoughts that are at odds with each other. There are times when we might think the same way about both sides. Some of the things we might think about are whether or not a job is ours. In this case, how do we use the law of attraction? Or what should we do when we strongly feel one thing and someone else strongly feels the exact opposite something? What's going to happen then? It's important to know what the law of attraction really says before you can answer any of these questions. Different people have used different words to describe the law of attraction, but it can be summed up in 4 parts. 1. We need to be very clear about what we want. 2. As a first step, we need to think about it and ask the world in a sexual way to make it happen. 3. After that, we need to picture ourselves having what we want, and then we need to live in that reality. 4. But we also shouldn't get too attached to what might happen. We should only think about getting it. We shouldn't be afraid. We'll look at different parts of the law of attraction and how we can use it to bring money into our lives, which is one of the most important things. Can someone really get rich by thinking about it a lot? What does the law of attraction have to do with getting rich? It is a common truth that the rich always get richer, while the poor continue to get poorer. This has a lot to do with the law of attraction. Rich people maintain their wealth because they think positively about making money. People who have this belief have faith in their own skills to turn their thoughts and ideas into more money and success. Through positive thinking, they are able to bring good things into their lives, putting their ideas into action and making themselves better. If you're poor, on the other hand, you always think about how little money you have and how you can't handle the stress of daily money issues. They can't handle new ideas because they think negatively, and they try to hold on to the little money they have, which stops them from growing. Do not doubt that the law of attraction is at work, even if you are not aware of it. Health, wealth, and happiness are all important parts of life that you can achieve if you have the faith to believe and make good changes in your life. Chapter 2. Figuring out what it means. Rhonda Byrne's best-selling book, The Secret, must be well known to you. We will learn more about it and how it can make our lives better. Rhonda Byrne, The Secret. You are the one who calls the law of attraction into action, and you do it through your thoughts. Have you seen or read The Secret? The secret is that thoughts make things happen. What makes up your life? Do you love them, or would you rather change them? Do you often think that you'd be happy if you had that job, that much money, or that perfect body? Or maybe great things are going to happen to you someday, but they haven't yet. You will never feel that way again once you know the secret. That's because your thoughts have made your life so far, and you can change them. We feel energized when we think about success, plenty, happiness, beauty, power, and health. We start to connect with these ideas, and it feels natural to do good, helpful things. People who are ready to help us, teach us what we need to know, or give us what we need show interest in us. The law of attraction says this: the secret is all about the science behind how our thoughts and quantum physics work together to make our experiences. What you think comes true. What you think is energy, just like the world itself is energy. You are changing your world every time you think about it, or just let your ideas go. This works because of the law of attraction. The energy you send out links with other like energy, and then the world gives you back the energy because it cares about you. We always think about something, whether we are aware of it or not. This is true whether we are feeling good or bad. Most of the time, we think about the things we don't want instead of the things we do want. The things we think about will mostly come true, no matter what we want or don't want. For 1 or 2 days, try to pay attention to your thoughts. You know, the things you don't want to happen or are afraid of. Do you think about those things most of the time, or do you mostly think about good things? The way you felt most of the time in the past has led to the way you feel most of the time now. The way you feel most of the time now will also shape your future. In the current moment, everything that has happened or will happen in your life took place. You can't change what happened in the past. But if you think about the bad things that happened in the past, you won't be happy right now, and you'll make the future bad because you're making it now. The only thing that matters is the present. If you're mostly happy and positive right now, you'll be happy and positive in the future as well. You can bring anything you want into your life: happiness, well-being, perfect health, love, and great relationships. That's the law of attraction. You can bring things and people into your life that you don't want, though. In our minds, we do it all the time. You are like a magnet because you are energy. You, your mind, and your body are all made of energy. You can handle your mind too, just like you can handle your body. Your mind can help you or hurt you. Your mind is your worst enemy because it makes your future sad if you don't control it and let it think and feel bad things. When you take charge of your mind, it becomes your best friend and helps you make great plans for the future. As you might expect, most people's lives are a mix of happiness and sadness because their moods change all the time. We're always sad when we think about what we don't have. Part 3. Vibration and Mindset. To bring anything into your life, imagine that it's already there, said Richard Bach. Are you stressed out about some or all of the things going on in your life? People say that every trip starts with the first step. Doing something for yourself is the first thing you should do. You might be taking a big risk by going into a place where nothing is known or possible. You need to believe in yourself, work on yourself, and use the law of attraction to be successful at anything. Don't forget that everything starts with a thought. Thoughts lead to actions, and actions lead to the effects of those actions made manifest. The Wright brothers had an idea for a flying machine, so they designed it, tested it, and then materialized it so that you could leave from an airport and be anywhere in the world in just a few hours. That made you think you were sailing through unknown waters. When you think things like, I can't do this, this won't work, or, well, I'll give it a shot, but what if it doesn't work out? You can only do two things, nothing or something that isn't very useful. Either you talk yourself out of doing something or you put it off. Your life doesn't manifest the things you want as a result. Thoughts like, nothing's going to stop me. I have all the tools I need. Other people have done this, and so can I. I'm totally committed. I won't hold back, and I have a plan, charge you up, and make you do the right thing. You get that job, build that business, or buy your dream house. Do not worry about the details or what you cannot do. Instead, think of clever ways to do what you can. You keep learning, get better at managing people, and keep your mind on the right things. You start outsourcing things you can't handle yourself. The emergence of a new life is the result of your small efforts over time. A lot of people think that terrible jobs, bad relationships, bad health, and a lot of debt are all that their lives can be. People like these will never know how much wealth they can get through the law of attraction unless they change how they think. Following the law of attraction means that you can always get what you want. This means that everyone can get what they want. This is very true because different people want different things. The law of attraction says that you can always get what you want. You could say that one idea behind the law of attraction is that what you see is what you get. To be clear, this means that when you see a result, you will be filled with energy that comes from that result. When you think about good things, they come to you. A lot of the law of attraction is based on emotional energy, which is also known as a vibe or a wave by scientists who study the law of attraction. It's likely that you already know what the term means. Have you ever been with someone who was so happy they seemed to give off a positive energy that made everyone else happy? Have you ever walked into a room and thought, this place feels good? Also, have you ever been with someone who was so negative and unhappy that they seemed to drain everyone around them of their life and happiness? For the most part, our waves are an unconscious reaction to something in our surroundings, like something that made us feel scared, happy, confused, or stressed. What our subconscious mind does in reaction is out of our control, since vibes come from the subconscious mind and not the aware mind. It's important to know what each of the thoughts are that cause people to give off good or bad vibes. Good feelings like happiness, love, energy, pride, comfort, confidence, respect, and having a lot of anything that makes you feel good send out positive vibes. Feelings of loss, loneliness, not having any of life's needs or niceties, sadness, confusion, stress, anger, or hurt can send out bad vibes. So it's best to think glad thoughts and feel happy vibes. Part 4. Changing the way you think. Now, how do you get to the point where you believe you are the center of the world and that everything else only exists in your view? The real voyage of discovery consists not in seeking new landscapes, but in having new eyes. The French writer. Setting up the right frame of reference is very important if you want to achieve the kind of subjective thought process that the law of attraction requires. You have to be like someone who sees everything in their dreams. What you think is real is actually what's going on in your frame of reference, which is another word for your mind. But you need to connect with this awareness. You need to ground it. One way to do this is to fix your conscious mind, which is also known as shifting your thought process. The most important thing you need before you start shifting your thoughts is a set point from which to start. This set point is usually your resolve, your aim, your drive, or your goal. This could be your goal to start a business if that's what you really want to do. More deeply your turn will go, the more determined you are to reach that goal. That's why people who really want to do something can get it done better than those who don't. Everything starts to fit together if you think of your desire as the center of your world and look at things that way. It feels like everything that's happening is meant to help you get what you want better. Your desire to start a business is your turn in this case. Everything that happens in your life makes you feel like you're one step closer to reaching your goals. This includes both the good and the bad things. You think that meeting someone out of the blue will have something to do with your new business, which hasn't even started yet, but you're not worried about it. You also think that losing your job or being laid off will help you get closer to starting your own business. People who are sure they believe in the law of attraction set these kinds of pivots in their minds. Their whole lives are then centered on these pivots, which is what drives them to reach their goals. Part 5. The Secret and Your Cash. Since everything in life is about money, it has to come up in a conversation about how to use the secret in our daily lives. We'll look at money with a critical eye and see where it fits in this world. As the saying goes, when you can't have what you want, it's time to want what you have. You can make money with the secret and the law of attraction, but it's not about money. If you have a green attitude, it's not about empty, proud, cold wealth. It's about fulfilling your purpose, which is shown in your deepest, most cherished dreams. Your heart's desire is your reason for being here. When we hear that, our culture makes us think of jobs right away, but it might not be a job at all. You may be passionate about being a great mom or friend, or you may be passionate about giving so much that 1,000 new wells are built in places around the world that don't have any yet. Most things can't happen without money. Businesses can't start without it. Bridges and roads can't be built without it. Parents can focus on being parents without worrying about money, and people can give to others without worrying about money. In fact, money is what keeps the economy going. Without it, not a single button is pressed. The world is built on money, and we can't get away from it now. The only people who will have money are bad people, if you believe that money is bad. Do you really want our views to make sure that only pimps, drug sellers, war criminals, and cheats have plenty, while the good people in the world have to struggle? No, of course not. Or, we won't be wealthy if we believe that being rich means someone else has to be poor. In everyday speaking, how many times have you heard bad things said about money? Think about, rich people are greedy and dishonest. The rich get richer while the poor get poorer. You have to work too hard to get wealthy. Money doesn't grow on trees. No gains without pains. Money makes false friends. My family has never been rich. This is how we talk every day. After reading these phrases, it does look like money is a bad thing, doesn't it? If these are taught to people, they will not have a good opinion of money. The truth is that this is the reason why so many people around the world have money troubles. Because of the bad things we learn about money, we start to think that it is a very bad thing. We hear this from our parents, teachers, religious leaders, and spiritual guides. All of them say that money is bad. But then, these people are also in it for the money, right? These people taught us such a negative view of money when we were young that we have never had a good opinion of it since. As we get older, we teach our kids to hate money, and they do the same. As a result, one group with limited funds gives birth to another. We need to end this right away. We need to get rid of this very wrong idea about money that we are given. We need to get along with money and build on the good. If you tell yourself that you'll have money, the world will receive that energy and bless you with good luck and wealth. Law of Attraction Success. The world will pick up on your bad thoughts about your success and wealth, and you won't see much of it. But if money is the only thing we think about, you'll never get it. Also, when it comes to money, we tend to hold on to a lot of junk. We worry a lot about money. Fear always makes things worse. Skip the money altogether. Here, it's not important. You need to do it, but it's not that important to you. If you follow your bliss, the money will follow, as Joseph Campbell said. Accept that you'll need money to make your dreams come true. There's nothing wrong with that. Then just ignore it. Pay attention to your happiness. That's where the secret will start to help you. That's where your feelings will push your thoughts to make the change you want. The 5 steps you must take to manifest wealth using the law of attraction are listed in Chapter 6, Wealth Attraction. He said, "Whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right." Rich people have always and will always be able to say that they never think small. Big and grand are things that rich people like to think about. Not only that, but they are also very sure that they can do what they set their minds to. This is what makes them different. Rich people always look to the north, where there are many different ways to succeed. There is no doubt that this way of thought will help you become wealthy. It's important to point your mind northward and have big dreams. You need to believe that you can do what you want to do. Let us say that your life goal is to do something that seems so far away at the moment. Should you just push this goal to the back of your mind and tell yourself you'll never be able to reach it? How to use the rule of attraction? Not at all. Instead, you need to help yourself believe that you can do it. You need to believe it will happen. If you truly believe that this is possible, it will definitely happen. So, here are 5 things you need to do to easily manifest the money, wealth, and success you desire through the law of attraction. 1. Have faith. The first thing you need to do is keep the thought of wealth in your mind. It's important to have a strong belief that you can get the significant amount of money you want. 2. Picture it. It is very important to picture yourself with money. You need to imagine that you already have a lot of money and are planning what to do with it. Assume you are making plans for what to do with the money. It's not important that you don't have it already. Think that you have it already. The law of attraction says that you need to have strong beliefs. The best way to do that is to picture what you want. 3rd, be thankful. To take your idea one step further, you should start thanking the world for giving you money. It hasn't given you the money yet, but you have no doubts that it will. You are pretty sure that you will get the money, so it makes sense to be thankful. 4. Pay attention to your heart. At this point, your heart will tell you a lot. It'll tell you certain things to do. Do not shut any of these views down. Pay close attention to them and do what they say. When someone talks, you should pay attention to all of them, because one of them could be the one that gives you a chance. 5. Keep doing what you're doing. Do not give up and do not back down. Don't forget that stopping means you're weak. Money, wealth, and success are all easily attracted by the law of attraction. There's something you don't want the world to know. You want it to know that you will keep going no matter what. At some point, your unwavering faith will bring the money to your door. Chapter 7. How the secret can be used in business. Learn what the most important things are to think about when using the secret in your business. You can only reach success if you start reaching for it, said Stephen Richards. You will need to believe in yourself and your business in order to make money. You send positive energy into the world when you believe in your own skills and the success of your business. This positive energy then comes back to you. The law of attraction says that it doesn't matter who your competitors are if you want to do well in business. It doesn't matter how many competition you have. You can make your business as great as you want it to be. As long as you believe in yourself, are clear about what you want, set goals, and work toward them, you will draw clients, make money, and reach any other law of attraction manifest business goals you have. When talking about the law of attraction, you can't say enough about how important it is to vibrate good energy. This is a theme that comes up over and over again in all talks about it. You can steer your destiny on a strong path to success by sending positive energy into the universe. If you don't, your destiny will take you down a wavy road of uncertainty that will eventually make you unhappy, either because you didn't reach the goals you worked so hard for or because your life is always going up and down and you don't know which will prevail. People give up on their businesses when they don't get the results they want, move on to something else, or decide it doesn't work. This can happen in real life or online. People start out doubtful about online businesses and end up sure that only con artists and the very lucky can make money from home on the web. Still, tens of thousands of people are making good money on the internet. They are morally sound, they make real goods with real value, and they live the lives they want to live. This is why the secret is so useful in business. It's important to have faith in yourself and your work, so you won't give up when things get tough. You'll discover a way to enhance it. Money, wealth, and success are easily manifested by the law of attraction. You are going to learn what works and use it. You will love what you're doing and do what you love because that's what you set out to do, and the secret shows you that the world has everything you need to make it happen. You'll always think, hey, I'm just as smart as that other guy. If he could learn the skills, I can too. You will learn the skills and keep going. There is a gap of time between each part of the secret, your thoughts and choices, your actions, and the outcomes of those actions. You might not make thousands of dollars by tomorrow morning, and your work today might not pay off right away. Stop teaching yourself to get what you want right away. If you act like you already have it, you'll have the strength and power to keep doing the things that will get you there. If you have positive energy, you will attract more positive energy and cut out the bad energy. This is how the law of attraction works in its basic form. Part 8 is about the secret and your health. Now we'll talk about something very useful about being human, how the secret helps us stay healthy and live a long time. Jim Rohn said, "Take care of your body. It's the only place you have to live." If your body is in a lot of pain and anger right now, it might be harder for you to figure out how to use the secret to fix yourself at first. It might seem impossible to get through, even if you decide to pray instead of visualizing and doing mental exercises. Do not worry though, you will also succeed here. Make sure you write it down and really believe it. Think about how you were before your health got worse and focus on that. Sometimes we get sick because we think we should. If our parents got sick at a certain age, then we will too. There are times when we are sick because we have been doing things that are bad for us, even if we are not aware of it. Eating a whole box of sweets is a reflection of some belief you have about yourself that appears in your weight and blood sugar levels. If you jump up on a hurt leg, it shows that you believe something else about yourself. We can get sick sometimes because we are holding on to anger, hatred, grief, or a thought that we don't want to let out. It's time to end it all. It's time to let go of the law of attraction. Claim your freedom from these problems today with the help of the secret. Say life over your body and that you are healed. Pay attention to what makes your body feel good when it's in good shape. With fresh eyes, do things that will help your body, like eating and getting the rest it needs to heal. Let go of the problems that are making you feel pain and use the law of attraction to attract money. You no longer have their power because you know the secret and have a better way to do things. Say it out loud. I am healed to God, the world, and your heart. Chapter 9. Finding a balance between the inside and the outside self. To really use the law of attraction, you need to work on getting your inner and outer selves to work together. Mahatma Gandhi said, "Your beliefs become your thoughts become your words become your actions become your habits become your values, and your values become your destiny." Getting our inner and outer selves in balance is one of the most important ways to use the law of attraction. It's the way we think that makes up our inner self. The law of attraction starts to manifest itself when we think, and thinking starts in our inner self. Our actions show what our outer self is like. How we act and carry out our thoughts shows how our outer self works. To get the most out of the law of attraction, we need to learn how to manage our inner and outer selves. It is essential that we put what we think into action. What starts as a thought creation must be turned into action. It won't happen if you just sit and think about getting a new house. You are right. If you think and believe strongly, the world will start to work with you to make things happen. Now it's up to you to do something. If you don't, things will happen. Now you need to act like your outer self. The good energy that was made starts to take shape at this point, and things start to happen. Most of us have trouble because we think and believe from our core selves. A lot of the time, we say we want to do something, but very few of us actually do it. The law of attraction will make things happen, but it will only line them up in a certain way. You decide what to do from there. It will give you the confidence to do certain things, which will have a good effect on the people around you and make good things happen for you. One important thing, though, is that you have to act for that to happen. Chapter 10. Making your future better. People who are successful always have a plan for the future. Not only for today, but also for the future. We need to learn this and make our lives better. Let's look at how the secret handles this. Law of Attraction Wealth by Leo Tolstoy. Everyone wants to change the world, but no one wants to change himself. Imagine a world where everyone knew the secret to happiness and followed it. A world where everyone carried out their purpose, helped others, and let God's will flow through them to make miracles happen. The chances are it would look a lot like heaven. Everyone would be safe and have everything they need. A big house on a hill with a view of the sea might be what you want, but a small home in the country might make someone feel rich, at ease, and happy. You don't have to be afraid of competition or think that you have to make money off of other people. You need to bring about the opportunities that will help you make money. It's good for everyone. Does the world have to be so dark, with so many wars, abuse, pain, and madness? Are we unique in that we can ignore our problems and believe that good things will happen? Now, until other people are ready to move on, it's up to us to make sure that our ideas lead to good things. Everyone in the world will be blessed if we all do the things and are open to the ideas that will make that happen. Be kind to others and be thankful for how far the world has come. A long time ago, people thought slavery was totally normal. Today, we all know it is bad, even though some people still do it illegally. People who are slaves know that what they are doing is wrong. Everyone who thought things should be better thought those things in the beginning. It is possible for all of us to move forward in this way. The way the world is now is not something to be afraid of, and we can't just wait for a better time to come. Now is the time to work together to make Earth a better place. We have everything we need. There are about 60,000 thoughts you have every day, and it's hard to keep track of them all. Better yet, the goal should be to promote happiness, thanks, and health. Law of attraction, manifest. It's not enough to just change one thought at a time. The law of attraction also takes into account how you feel. Good things should happen in life. I think that being happy is the only reason to live. From the bottom of our hearts, we want to be happy. From what I've seen and experienced, caring more about other people's happiness makes us feel better ourselves. Having a close, caring relationship with other people instantly calms the mind. It takes away our fears and worries and gives us the strength to deal with anything that comes our way. It is the main thing that makes people successful in life. It is not a good idea to base all of our goals for happiness on outward progress alone, since we are not just made of matter. Inner peace is the key, says the Dalai Lama. A lot of people learn about the law of attraction from The Secret movie. They give it a try for a few weeks and then give up. Their lives are still stressful and unhappy, which is sad. They still feel stuck, trapped, and poor. Then there are people whose lives have changed a lot since they learned about the law of attraction. Your ability gets better and more powerful as you learn more about how the law of attraction works on a deeper level. There is always something to learn. For the law of attraction to work for you, you have to keep studying it and looking into it more until you get it right. Be like the players who work hard at their sport and become heroes. You see, you've believed in lack and limits for so long that it will take a lot of lessons to change your mind. Do you know that creating becomes easier after reading a good book on the law of attraction? You have the power to change your life and use the law of attraction to manifest results. Faster and bigger than you ever imagined possible. If you use the law of attraction correctly, it can improve your health, wealth, and happiness. It can also make you a strong magnet for the things you want in life. If you are ready to be all that you are and have what you want, let it change your life. After that, close your eyes and picture yourself in your pretty air balloon. Drop the weight of your fears about success off of you so that you can take off. Look down and take in the view of the peaceful blue sky with white puffy clouds, the tall green mountains in the distance, and the lovely green field. Take note that you can fly. Affirmations for wealth, success, and abundance. How to use positive self-talk to reach any goal. When you set goals for yourself, do you feel like you always talk yourself out of meeting them? Do you suddenly have persistent doubts that you aren't able to complete the task? There is a better way to deal with your inner conversation if either of these things have happened to you. Instead of giving in to your negative thoughts, you can talk positively to yourself to fight them and get rid of most of your nervous thoughts. Setting goals and staying true to them through positive self-talk. Are you excited when you first set goals for yourself? After these thoughts, do you have negative and doubtful thoughts about yourself that stop you before you even begin? When you keep telling yourself you can't be successful, it can be hard to make the most of your life. When these thoughts keep coming back to you, it can be annoying and depressing. A lot of us don't even know we have them. All we know is that we don't trust ourselves to follow through on our plans and meet our goals. However, there is an alternative method. Telling yourself nice things can help you set goals and follow through on them. The way this works is that you choose a goal that is important to you and then plan out how you are going to reach that goal. This is possible even if you have never done it before. When you feel self-doubt coming on, you will answer with positive statements that show you are successful without giving in to the pressure. Since you're reading this, it's clear that you're not going to give up and that you're not a loser. Believe in yourself now. Programming your mind. Affirmations are basically positive words that change the way your mind works so that it only thinks about good things. When you have a negative thought that makes you want to give up, You can counter it with a positive statement that makes you want to keep going. It's a positive statement to say things like, "I deserve great success," or "I see myself in the winner's circle." This replaces negative thoughts with ones that will help you reach your goals instead of further away. It's easier than you think to talk positively to yourself. You might not be aware of how bad the negative thoughts are that are going through your mind right now, but as soon as you start talking positively to yourself, you will realize that you are sabotaging your own goals from the moment you set them. This process can help you see how much this inner dialogue has been getting in the way of your life. With positive self-talk, it will be easy for you to set both long-term and short-term goals. You'll feel like you can now set goals and reach them. And if you use mantras, you'll always have tools on hand to help you go further than ever. A great way to set goals and reach them is to learn how to block out negative thoughts with positive ones. To the point where you think it will happen, you'll be able to picture your success. You'll be the first to praise yourself when your dreams start to come true. Positive mantras and methods for positive thought can help you have a strong and positive outlook on life, which is important for health and success. If you want to be successful and stay healthy, you should learn how to use happy mantras. It seems that these methods work best when they are done over and over again, while the mind and body are calm and relaxed, and when the end goal is both clearly imagined and felt. When you say an affirmation, you always say it in the present tense, like "I am," instead of the future tense, like "I will." This makes the statement seem more real. For starters, let's look at some strong quotes. "Today I have so much money that it spills over. Lots of good things are happening in my life right now because I'm happy. Working from home has made me rich. My family and I consistently get money. The process of sending and receiving money is easier for me. I have no trouble getting what I want in my life. Finding money is simple for me. I continuously get rich. I keep my house tranquil and joyful. I always know how to control myself. Everything that goes wrong in my life is meant to right it. It's only a passing lesson that every bad thing that happens to me is actually good. From my point of view, it's only bad. The only thing that keeps the lesson in my life, instead of leaving it as it should, is my refusal to let go. Every trouble you think you have is actually a chance. I won't let fear into my life. Everything I do brings me happiness, wealth, and success. I give up all my worries and issues to God. The bad energy of other people can't hurt me at all. What I think about makes things happen, and I only make good things happen for myself. I understand that mistakes are good things, not bad things. I give the Christ inside me this load of anger, and now I'm free to be loving, peaceful, and joyful. I am the master, the power, and the cause of my thoughts, feelings, emotions, and actions. I am strong, whole, and complete myself. I hold power and center myself all the time. Everyone or anything can't throw me off balance or center. It's never a problem with timing. Things always come to me at the exact time I need or want them to. The past doesn't bother me anymore. I choose to live in the present. I trust God, His angels, and myself completely. Everything I want is to be there for me at the right time. I can wait. My God gives lots of good things. He watches over me all the time. What's the point of being different today? God's promises are solid as a rock. When I ask for something, I must get it. In and for my life, I only manifest the best. I'm always drawn to wealth. I'm free and have plenty in my life. I'm a happy person. Money just seems to attract me. I openly welcome all good things into my life. I am thankful for all the good things that happen in my life. I attract income, success, happiness, love, desire, romance, money, wealth, help, and other good things. I always get what I want because of the law of attraction. I'm always getting pleasant shocks, which I appreciate. I keep getting money from places I know and places I don't. I'm very fortunate to be me. I have the best luck. I'm proud of myself. I believe in myself a lot. Now I can give dollar amount to people who are less fortunate every week or month. My money is blessed by God. I'm in charge of my money now. I bring chances to myself. I'm successful at everything I do. I'm rich and have plenty. For real wealth and abundance in your life, you must have motivation in certain areas. Say great people about having a lot of things. Here are some great quotes that you can use to learn from and improve your life about these subject areas and people. When you focus on being a blessing, God makes sure that you are always blessed in abundance. Pastor Joel Osteen. To live a pure, unselfish life, one must count nothing as one's own in the midst of abundance. Mystic, you pray in your distress and in your need. Would that you might also pray in the fullness of your joy and in your days of abundance. The Prophet Khalil Gibran. The test of our progress is not whether we add more to the abundance of those who have much. It is whether we provide enough for those who have little. From Franklin D. Roosevelt. Doing what you love is the cornerstone of having abundance in your life. Wayne Dyer, M.D. What is called genius is the abundance of life and health. Thomas Jefferson. Abundance is not something we acquire, it is something we tune into. Wayne Dyer, M.D. Whatever we are waiting for, peace of mind, contentment, grace, the inner awareness of simple abundance, it will surely come to us, but only when we are ready to receive it with open and grateful hearts. Thanks, Sarah Ban Brethnach. Life in abundance comes only through great love. Hubbard, E. Not what we have, but what we enjoy constitutes our abundance. Epic's words, the harvest is the recollection and abundance of blessings previously secured. Caesar Marcus Tullius. The things you value most and your strongest abilities are things you can't see or touch. They are yours alone to give. No one else can take them. You will get a lot in return for your generosity. E. W. Stone. I believe in abundance. When people are truly pleased for other people's wins, the pie gets bigger. Stephen R. I try to be grateful for the abundance of the blessings that I have, for the journey that I'm on, and to relish each day as a gift. John F. Kennedy. Great abundance of riches cannot be gathered and kept by any man without sin. Ferdinand Magellan. Many a man curses the rain that falls upon his head, and knows not that it brings abundance to drive away the hunger. Pope Saint. Today we have access to highly advanced technologies, but our social and economic system has not kept up with our technological capabilities that could easily create a world of abundance, free of servitude and debt. Jackson Pollock. Finding abundance means letting go. Whatever is empty can take in. Thanks, Bryant H. McGill. Assume that all of your needs will be met. You should be able to solve any problem. You can expect plenty on every level. Catherine Caddy. Too many people approach the source of life with a sieve instead of a tank car, or a teaspoon instead of a steam shovel, even though the world is full of plenty and chances. Because they don't expect much, they don't get much. Benjamin Sweetland. I saw that people in India were happy. It seemed like everyone back home had everything they could want in terms of material things, but they weren't happy. Goldie Hawn. I wish I had come up with the word tyranny of choice, but someone did. In spite of what you might think, having a lot of choices does not make you feel spoiled and fortunate. If you have too many choices, you might feel like all of them are wrong, and that whichever one you pick is poor judgment. Sherry Orlean. If God has given you the world's goods and abundance, it is to help you gain those of heaven and to be a good example of sound teaching to your sons, servants, and relatives. Ignatius of Loyola.